Hey friends, welcome to September's Plan With Me. This month is simple with just 2 pages. So the first one is going to be the monthly overview. And I decided not to do a title page this month. I wanted to save my pages, and I find it a little more useful and practical to kind of combine the month and the overview on one spread. I'm also putting my notes and a tracking system on the right-hand column. So I want to track 4 habits. The first one is to drink more water every day. I'm going to try to get my 8 glasses in every day. And then some type of exercise, like yoga, walking, anything. I'm also doing a no sugar month, which means avoiding any added sugar. I'm trying to be a little healthier and not go for junk foods and sweets all the time. And the last one is I want to actually get into bed earlier so I can get up earlier. So I'm also combining that with reading at night. Okay, so I have an ink smudge here, easy to fix. You just use a little whiteout tape and go over any areas that you want to clean up, and you can barely see it. So for any of the decoration part for this month, I decided to go with a little nature theme of little mushrooms and some grass and a few dragonflies. They're really easy to doodle, and one of the ideas in keeping this simple is that I actually continue to do it every month. If it gets too complicated, I tend to not want to stay committed to it, and the whole idea is to actually keep using this system because it's working and I really like to keep track of everything in my bullet journal. So if you tend to feel overwhelmed by adding a lot of creativity into your bullet journal, just remember to keep things really simple, and that's an easy way to stay on track and actually commit to doing it every month. Alright, so I'm using my Tombos for the habit tracker and using a different color for each of the habits. And then along the days of the month, I'll add in the little squares of that corresponding color and keep track of every time I drink water, exercise, avoid sugar, and get to bed early and actually read a real book. Alright, so on the next page, I have done a weekly overview. I've got the days broken down into 4 weeks. And this way I can take a look at my to-do list and tasks and appointments and take them week by week. And I'm going to try this new system to see if I like this better than what I had before, which was the dailies. I find that my days have to be a little flexible and I don't get a lot done some days. I've got little kids, so a lot of my activities and tasks end up migrating to the next week anyway. So this way I have a little bit more flexibility in my plan. And same as the first page, I'm adding in the little grass mushrooms and little dragonflies and a little butterfly, just keeping it simple and sweet. At the top of each week, I have my top 3 goals for that week, and this helps me focus on just the most important things that are necessary, and then everything else I accomplish I consider bonus. I think it's important to stay realistic in our days, and we only have so many hours in the day, including downtime and rest time. So the 3 goals system is working for me. Let me know if it works for you and how you prioritize your goals. I'd love to hear. Alright, so of course I have to use watercolors. It's my go-to medium for adding the colors. And so I'm choosing a light green in sort of blue and yellow tones for the grass, and then filling in the rest of the mushrooms and the little dragonflies. And then once it's dry, moving on to that second page. Alright, so now that everything's dry, adding in some final touches. I'm putting in some shadows under some of the headers. I really like the way that this is a subtle way to just bring it all together. It's sometimes all in the little details, and it really does pull the whole design together. Alright, so for the final flip through, I've got the full month here with my habit tracker included. So far I've just got the kids' soccer practices in. I'll have to go in and add some more appointments. And then I have each of my weeks for the month all ready to go with my top 3 goals for each week. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have fun planning your month. And be sure to check the links below in the description on all the places you can find me and learn more. If you like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.